Boy, you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, 'cause you.
Welcome to the Rose Rundown, where we do a little bit of everything over here that's pop culture, entertainment, a little lifestyle, and a little gaming related. So we're going to talk about the books that I read in February. I read 5, but I only have 4 in front of me because I can't find the first book. So the first book that I read was The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. And I think I gave it like a 4. I really wanted to give it a 3. Not because of what it was about, but the pacing of the book was very slow for me. I did get a chance to watch the movie. The movie, oh my gosh, 10 times better than the book. I know there were some parts of the book that were missing out of the movie, but the movie made up for it. I was sitting there actually enjoying it because it was on Tubi, and I was sitting there, I was enjoying it, and I loved it, and I'm so glad I got to see the movie. The book, however, probably wouldn't read it again. Like, I'm good on watching the movie over again, but the book, I'm kind of good on it. So the next book I read was by an author I never read before, A Princess in Theory, Reluctant Royals, Alyssa Cole. And let me just say, she did her thing with this book. So we meet a lady, and she's very into science, and she meets this guy, the Beso, but he goes by Jacob or something. I forgot his name. But it definitely interested me. This is a 3-part series, and I can't wait to read the next one. It's about her friend, Portia. So Portia gets a story, and then I think her cousin or something like that gets a story, and it's Esteslo, Africa, and it's definitely a good read. It was an interesting read, and I cannot wait. She has a thriller, Someone Is Watching or something like that. 5, I think I give this book a 5 out of 5. I loved it, and it was great. Next book, Camilla's Roses. I don't know. I think I gave this book like a 3. It was my first 3 because I have not given a book yet a 3. Either it got DNF'd or I gave it 3, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to push through this book. It's only like 201 pages. And let me just say, some parts were slow. It was a very slow book. Someone on TikTok suggested I read Sugar. Probably would never read this book again. It was a very slow, like, I got through it, but it wasn't as an enjoyable read as I thought it would be. Then the next book, Tina Turner, I, Tina, by Tina Turner. If you follow me on TikTok, I have pretty much changed my niche over there. It's mostly just books and entertainment with a little something else thrown in. If you follow me on there, you will know what I'm talking about. But I loved it and what she had to say and so much more. I did not know that the movie leaves a lot of stuff out. Let me just say, the movie, I love the movie, but it leaves a lot of stuff out, okay? Like, there was a point where he was trying to kill her. What? And then there was another point that she wanted to give it. He was beating on her so badly, even worse than what they showed in the movie. And she made just a lot of things you learn. Her dad's not really talked about in the movie, but he's talked about in the book. And it's just very interesting to me, and it intrigued me. This actually got, I think it got a 4 out of 5. Because as I keep saying, unless it's a freedom book, I always find something slow in all the other books I read. But yeah. And then there's this book. Very special to me because I wrote it. Yes, there's a story behind this. So if y'all don't know, or if you haven't been paying attention, I don't think I talk about it much. But I am an author. Amazon author, but still, nonetheless, it still counts in my eyes. This book was out last year. I can't remember what month, but the last book I had put out was Daydream the YouTuber. It's a short read. It's only $3 if you want to get it. But in this book, we meet Jessica Santini, and we see her in high school, and it leads all the way pretty much from high school to the age of 33. There's a lot of time jumps, which is that, but there's a girl that she be beefing with, Tanessa, who she used to be friends with, and now she's frenemies with, and she does these sorts of things. Jessica's not really in the wrong, you know, because she's trying to keep her distance, but Tanessa keeps asking for her forgiveness, and there's a guy, Chris. He was her boyfriend, later on her husband. You gotta read more of the book because I don't want to give it away in case anybody wants to buy it. But there are some little twists and turns. And I loved it. And I just wanted to read it again because I don't know if y'all know, I am doing the A to Z challenge. So when you're done, you choose a book that's a certain letter. So the next book is an A letter, right? Which I will see in a minute. And then we got Jessica. She's a J. So I'm about to put her in. But that is pretty much the books that I read in February. Now, get to my TBR for March. Now that we went over the books that I read in February, let's go into my TBR for March. I'm feeling a little over ambitious this month. So let's see if I can actually finish all of these. One of these might be a DNF because I tried to read it before and I couldn't get into it. But we're going to try again. So we got All I Want Is Everything by Demaya Poole. It's about this girl, Kendra Michelle Thomas, who becomes a singing sensation at high school shows. And it looked like an interesting read. Based on the cover, it might be really good. And then we are back to my girl, Frida McFadden. It's been a long time. The last book I read of hers was Never Lie. So I'm going to read The Crash since it came out in January. And I wanted to read it, but I was going to wait. Then we have this book. This is going to be a really quick read. It probably won't be in that. The first two books might be in the same order, but after that, I don't know what order. But we got When in Rome with Mary-Kate and Ashley. I literally had this book since I was a kid. And I know it's going to be a quick read because it's only like... Because I can't find the movie anywhere. Like, I want to watch the movie, but I can't find it. It's 85 pages. It gets really short. Then we have this book, is Black Coffee by Tracy Price Thompson. It's about this woman, Sergeant Sandrella Coffee, who just completed a 3-year overseas tour and is now reporting to a military installment in Virginia. So we'll see if this don't be a DNF. Actually, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I had no DNFs this month. None. Every book I read, it got read and finished. Every single one. Then we have this book right here. Bliss is by Fiona Zeed. It's about this girl named Bliss Sinclair, and she's a she has a high profile job with a publishing house. And here's the book. Looks like another good read. Then we have this book I got from Amazon, and it took a while to get here. I hear it's a very popular book. The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Dahlia Harris. It was about these two girls, a 26-year-old Nella Rogers. She working at this publishing house, and y'all can't wait to read this one. And then my last one just includes some greenery. We'll see if I'm able to get through all these books. Of course, I'll let y'all know at the end of the month with all these videos. But this one I got from Dollar Tree when I went to go to an appointment. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to Dollar Tree and see their books. And then I saw this book right here by Sally Hempworth, The Younger Wife. So I think it gives off a little Frida McFadden vibe, but not really in the same breath, you know, but it looked like a good read. And, you know, it's cheap. But that's it. I hope you all enjoyed what I read this month and my TBR. I think in the first part, I'll let y'all know what books did I read, because, yeah, it wasn't a struggle. I wanted to read more books, but your girl trying to hustle with these watch hours. I just can't wait to get there so I can take a break. Breaky break. Yes, yes. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.